Hello, my name is Emma Gospel and I'm Head of Chemistry at Rugby High School. I'm going to talk you through the A-level course that we deliver here. So why should you consider studying A-level chemistry? The A-level chemistry course is an interesting and rewarding one. It's enjoyable and challenging, and we aim to provide students with a knowledge of chemistry and the role it plays in modern society. So what could an A-level in chemistry lead to? A-level chemistry is a necessity for many degree courses such as chemistry, biochemistry and many other science courses. Some vocational courses such as medicine, dentistry, veterinary science and pharmacy ask for a high grade in A-level chemistry as part of their entrance requirements. What do you gain from A-level chemistry other than a grade? Skills. A-level chemistry is widely respected by employers, whether or not you intend to work in a chemical environment, because of the skills obtained during the course. For those of you who might be interested in staffing arrangements in the chemistry department, there are 5 chemistry teachers and we all teach A-level chemistry. There's myself, Miss Gospel, Mrs Grogan, Mrs Maund, Mrs Carroll and Mrs Masterson. In Year 12 and Year 13, you have 6 lessons a week. Each class has 3 lessons with each teacher, so 2 teachers per group. The course we deliver is OCR GCE Chemistry A, and it is a linear course. The course consists of 6 modules. Module 1 is the development of practical skills in chemistry. This is delivered across the 2 years and leads to hopefully the awarding of the practical endorsement at the end of the 2-year course. Module 2, Foundations in Chemistry, is delivered at the start of Year 12 and covers much of the content that you will have done at GCSE. We then move on to delivering Module 3 and Module 4. Module 3 is the periodic table and energy. It looks at reactivity in the periodic table, the chemistry of group 2 and the halogens, tests for ions and rates of reaction and equilibrium, which you may have studied at GCSE. Module 4 is taught in Year 12 and is core organic chemistry and looks at the chemistry of carbon-containing compounds. Module 5 and Module 6 are both taught in Year 13. Module 5 is physical chemistry and the transition elements, which contains some more mathematical calculations which build upon those studied in Year 12, as well as pH, enthalpy, entropy, and the transition elements. Module 6, which is organic chemistry and analysis, looks further into the chemistry of carbon-containing compounds and starts to look at how those compounds can be used on an industrial basis and how they can be tested for. Our entrance requirements. If you've done GCSE combined science, you need a minimum of 6.6. Or if you have studied triple science, you need a minimum of 6 in biology, chemistry and physics. In addition to your science qualifications, you will also need to have obtained at least a grade 6 in your GCSE maths. Once a place has been confirmed, you will need to make sure that you have a lab coat in order to make sure that you are safe during practical sessions. So what support can you expect to be offered from the chemistry department? We have an experienced, specialist, dedicated team of teaching staff. There is a commitment from all of us to help guide and support students throughout the course. Staff will be available outside of lessons to help you with any issues or problems that you may be having. We're well resourced and forward thinking, and we have an electronic support package to help support your independent study.
Hi, I'm Jess.
And I'm Charlotte.
And we both take A-level chemistry in the hopes of studying neuroscience at university.
Here at Rugby High, the teaching is great, and even throughout all of these uncertain times, we've managed to keep really good contact with all of our teachers.
The teachers are really approachable, and you always feel as though you can go to them to ask for help. Originally, both of us took the subject because we needed it for our futures, but as it turns out, we both really enjoyed the course and it's very interesting.
However, it is quite a difficult A-level, but you've just got to stick with it, and I think we were both quite surprised at how difficult
Yeah, it's definitely a big step up from GCSE.
But as mentioned, you've just got to keep going and make sure you go to your teachers for help, and they'll be able to help you with it.
I think probably the biggest piece of advice we can give you is to just keep up to date with all the work, keep up to date with revision notes, don't leave them all to the end, and make sure you're doing practice questions throughout. That makes a big difference.
Yeah, and just remember to not get overwhelmed. I think A-levels are a difficult thing for everybody, and I think it is really easy with a subject like chemistry to find it difficult, but as mentioned, just keep going to your teachers and keep the contact, emails, talking to them, and it'll be really useful.
Good luck with year 12.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Blake.
I'm Caitlin.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Isma.
The reason why I decided to study chemistry at RHS is because I immediately realised that their teachers are actually caring about their subject, they care how the students do, and they offer great support and great feedback.
I decided to stay at Rugby High because I knew I'd have a great quality of teaching, especially within chemistry, and the practicals we do are always engaging and really interesting.
I didn't study here for GCSE at RHS, but when I came to the open evenings, I noticed that the teachers here actually really do, they offer an attitude to learning that I didn't feel at any other schools, and especially in chemistry, I felt like the teachers were welcoming.
I'd say if you want to study chemistry at RHS, just make sure you keep on top of it. It's much easier to do it if you go as you go along, and that way you can ask teachers at the time, and like it's been said, they're really good for support in general, so if you do it as you go along, it's just easier for them as well.
Hi, I'm Samuli and I'm a Year 12's chemistry student here at Rugby High. I think I made the right decision picking chemistry for A-level because I really enjoyed the content at GCSE, and at A-level it's even more interesting as we go further into depth, and it really motivates me to do the extra work and revision outside of lessons. The quality of teaching here is to such a high standard, and what I find especially useful is that we get handouts during each lesson, which ensures that all of our notes are very detailed and that there aren't any gaps in our knowledge. The teachers here are so approachable and will happily answer any questions that you have and will offer any extra support if you need it, and I feel like I've really settled into the chemistry course here. My advice for anybody considering taking chemistry next year is to try to use your study periods as effectively as possible, as it really helps to spread out the workload and means that you can revise in small chunks, so learning the content is very manageable. Thank you.